And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Diggs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Lee. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Diggs. Breaks the tackle. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Well, so much for nudging it ahead a few inches. 4 wide here on second and short. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Rebels are flying down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Knocked down for the tackle.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Simmons. Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short. That means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played him in the SEC championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right. Always ground team, ground and pound. When they got that ability to keep some balance, these teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
Looking downfield, it's Green. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Well, the defender looked like he ran that route for the QB. He was anticipating where the football was going to. Great job plucking it. Just couldn't get a foot back in bounds. Otherwise, that's a pick.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll run the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. QB draw. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's in open space downfield. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker, it's hot. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the target. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Good timing on the quick out. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Simmons. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a grab down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On the direct snap, it's Diggs. Fights off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Rebels are on the move. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stopped the play for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But
it's a running room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd down play from the gun. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Arkansas, 21, Ole Miss, 7.
So first down will open up the final period. Back to pass, it's Green. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Washington. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Looking for the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock, trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Makes the grab on the shot. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Simmons. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackle.
Fires one high and deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. Turning on the Jets. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.